What's up, y'all? We live from the AJ and Titus show from Stony Creek Inn. Today, February 18, 2020. I'm here with my guy, Brian Titus Yarborough, and our special guest, Peoria Central High School coach, MEECHIE Edwards. Now, this is a special segment for me because I've known this guy, grew up watching this guy playing in grade school, and we're gonna talk about that. He's one of the greatest, if not the greatest grade school player I've ever had a chance to witness at Louds grade school back in the day. And we're gonna let him expound on that because nobody's really ever heard from the man himself. We've all talked about it, but we never like, oh, what MEECHIE thinks. So this is an important segment for me. Not only that, I played high school basketball with this guy. He's doing a great job coaching his alma mater, Peoria Central High School. On the girls' side, they're sitting at a whopping, 24-3 right now? 25-3. See how he gave me that? He makes you get it right, dude. More than 23. Get it right. So we're interested in let's give it up for MEECHIE, y'all. Yes, sir.
I go back with them from high school and always periodically in between. And literally, I was just joking that I've seen him grow. So this is one of the coolest brothers you're ever going to come across, man. Heart of gold. So so this is a treat for me just to have him, in the vicinity to make the magic that we do. So absolutely, man. I love having you here. And I know you had some straightaway answers.
Well, here we go. Let's get right to it.
All right.
So, who is MEECHIE Edwards? Tell the city of Peoria how it was for MEECHIE Edwards growing up in Peoria.
For MEECHIE Edwards, it was obviously basketball was a very important time in my life. I grew up on the south end of Peoria, Milman. And I always tell my team 1609 West Milman. But I was a guy that was pretty good in basketball. I ended up having my son diabetes at a young age, 7th grade, going to 9th grade year. My life changed at that point in time. I never forget going home and mom asked me that question. I thought that was the biggest thing ever in my life. My whole world was shattered. But she asked me, "Is that girl pregnant?" And I just looked at her and I said, "Yes, ma'am." My mom, I thought she was gonna go off. My mom got some ways and words, and she doesn't encourage you to make you feel like you're the worst person in the world. She kind of just walked away from me, and that hurt me. I'm the baby boy, so with all that being said, it took her a while to say something to me. That kid coming out, "Mom, this is what I did today. I was killing him out there, Mom." She just wouldn't say anything to me. So to make a long story short, when she first finally started speaking to me again, she just told me, "You need to really grow up a lot sooner than you wanted to." And I understood exactly what she was talking about. My mom's a special person in my life. She's not only just my mom, it's my dad. She's
that's a lot of people's story right there.
Yeah, she's very inspirational. She's tough, man. That's where I get my toughness from. Right to this day, my words better come out right. And that's a little bit. Obviously, I played with AJ Guyton in high school. The kid comes from Sterling. I'm a year older than him. And flat out shooting the basketball. We all know where AJ was coming from Pearson. And got a great opportunity to play with him. He grew up a lot quick. Shooting the basketball, to play defense. And when he first came in, he was a scorer.
Yes, it is.
When he finally walked out, he was a great scorer and great defender.
Exactly.
So with that being said, that's a lot. Give ups to Coach Bish. Taught us a whole lot, man. Seriously, a lot of things that I do today as far as coaching is what I learned from him. And a little bit of things I kind of tweak a little bit, put my little thing to it. But man, I just love the city of Peoria. And that's what it's all about. I'm glad you guys put me out here. Get a chance to speak on it, my story, my whole life. Everybody got their stories on Facebook. Never ever got an opportunity. I'm not that type of social guy. But I just think this is an honor today to get this opportunity.
Absolutely, and that's what's important, man. And it's important for people to know who our true mentors and heroes are in our neighborhood. Not all our heroes go to the NBA or go to the NFL. In fact, only 1% of them do. And so we need to put a spotlight and shine on the people that are doing everyday things that are making a difference with is what you are. So let's go back to the Loucks Middle School days. So I want to clear up some rumors and some myths.
This is a Snopes episode right here.
Yeah, people don't know. Like he was the greatest middle school basketball player I ever seen at that at that period of time. I mean, people were always, this person had 85. What was the highest you've ever scored at Loucks?
The highest I ever scored was 60 points.
60 points.
Scored 60 points against Greeley.
Ooh.
Coach Turner at the time came my coach.
Shout out Steve Turner. Yeah.
And I ended up scoring 60 points. And I'll never forget, I was just about to check back in. My godmom, Miss Poppins, told me, you have 58 points. I'm like, 58 points? I was the guy just go hard. Yeah. I didn't even calculate how many points I scored or anything of that nature. But then when she told me that, I got me still got me one more. So made it 60. But it was at that time, man, there was a lot of great players. Yeah, it really was, and that's what made you go hard each and every day. You know, and I grew up watching Howard.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean, I seen him drop 60.
Yeah.
With my brother Gardner.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
My brother had 40.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, he was going back and forth. But I mean, those lost days, man, it was unbelievable.
I remember Meechie having those blue and yellow
dunk eyes.
Yeah. Man, they were so. I couldn't afford them. And I'm like, how he get those coming down?
How did you get those?
You know what? My big bro, Lamont Thomas, went to Chicago, Jewtown.
Jewtown.
And
Lamont Thomas from here, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lamont, what's up, man?
So he got asked me what did I want? Some shoes. So he came back home with those dunk eyes. And I said, I'm playing those in the season. And they was perfect color.
Okay.
Yeah. I can still remember that yesterday because he had the flat top.
Yeah.
He coming down left. A little bitty gym. You go 2 dribbles, you had half left pull. Now, I'm sure he had 60 points, but I know Meechie had 25 rebounds. Yeah. Probably. Because that's just the knack and the playing hard is what he did on the basketball court. So we had the phenomenal career. So let me ask this question. Top 5 grade school players you've ever seen. Can you name 5?
It's tough. There's a lot of great ones.
Yeah.
It's really, truly tough, man. You know, a lot of people have asked me that before. I wouldn't even stick my hand in that to be able to say something like that because I've watched a lot and I played against a lot. Yeah. I mean, it's tough, man.
Who's the memorable ones then?
I love Terry Washington. Terry Washington was good.
Gail King.
What school did Terry Washington go to?
Terry Washington, I want to say played at Braintree. I mean, he was really good. And Derek Proctor. Back in the day, the True World was Chuck Taylor. You know, American League, National League back in the day. So you might end up playing against your friend in the championship game. So that was a while back, man. But there was a lot going on back then. But that's why we was basketball mecca.
He was a basketball man. Everybody played the game out. We was just talking about how we're outside every single day, all day. And, times have changed. We don't want to sound like the old grumpy old men. But that was our Facebook. You know what I mean? That was our Facebook. Yeah, that's it.
The alarm was the lights coming on. That was the alarm saying, come on home. And if you heard your mom driving around screaming your name, you knew what was happening next.
How'd you know where all your friends was? Because their bikes was at the same house. Oh, they there. You drop your bike and you go in. So let's fast forward. So you talked about, I don't know if you guys caught that. He talked about, having a father at the age of 14. Yes. So going into high school, what kind of effect did this have on you going into high school, especially with you guys don't know, you're one of the most heralded middle school players going into high school. And to have that carry on your back where you got to feed your family at that age, how did that have any effect on you going in high school?
Well, it was tough. I could have easily made an excuse backing away, being that father kind of just in and out. Didn't choose that because I didn't want to be like mom. So the game of basketball, that's my first love. And it became tough because now I had a new love, which is Dyricus.
Yeah, for sure.
And, I still worked hard, but I couldn't get that extra in like I needed to because he had to go home and get to bed.
Yeah,
for
sure.
I sat in practice.
Yes, I remember, yeah.
You know what I mean? Coach Bitch, we had a kind of a quarrel a little bit where we kind of went back and forth. He told me that, "Yo, son, it's not a babysitting service." So, I told Coach, your son here, and make a long story short, Coach understood that. He respected me for that. And that was his boy, right? To this day, and always was his boy. So just let me know, make sure the priority's straight. I'm pretty sure he wanted to challenge me, see what type of dad I was going to be. Because I was going to speak up for him on his behalf. And Man, it was. You know, I had some teachers thinking I was better than what I was.
Yeah.
A couple of them said some things to me where it didn't bother me at all, but as I got older, I'm like, man, that was really mean.
Yeah, for sure, right.
You know, but I tell you what, man, those moments in my life made me tough, made me to this day. Man. You know, I was dreaming about going to the NBA. I had my shoes, I drew them out in grade school, Air Meechies.
Yeah.
You know, they were similar to the
I came across one of them drawings.
Yeah,
man.
It just slowed down just a little bit, not knowing until I got older how I evolved and what, you know, I had to make different turns before him, and it was still, I wouldn't change nothing in the world.
For sure.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't change being around you guys, I wouldn't change being pure how I lied for the rest of my life. I just love who I became. You know, a lot of people are like, man, I thought you were going to make the NBA, man. I'm successful in my heart.
In your heart.
You know what I mean? So I really do. I love the city of Peoria, and I just really respect myself and my family, man. That's what it's all about. And we are really strong. You know? Behind the scenes, we call ourselves team members. When things go bad, when things go good. You know, things go bad, team members just have a meeting. Things going great, team members just what we did. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about.
Well, what if I could, what advice do you give somebody that's in a situation like yours, where they do have, you know, a son or a daughter at an early age, but they still see themselves for exceptional skill levels they may have? What do you tell people that you've learned through your failures and your triumphs? Like what advice could you give somebody that literally is trying to walk in your shoes right now?
Well, you know, first of all, I wouldn't call any of it failure. You know what I mean? Second of all, I think you got to be true to yourself. You put yourself in that predicament, kind of like, you know, Mom said, you built it, now you got to lay in it. You know what I mean? So you got to stay strong. You got to look at the end of the tunnel and see what your goals are. If you don't have goals, it won't evolve to anything. So, and that's what I did, man. I knew that my life was about to change. Everybody still loved me as a basketball player, but I was tired. I get up in the middle of the night, get my little man to get some milk. You know what I mean? I had to change his diapers. I was doing all that. You know what I'm saying? So even after basketball practice, getting home, I had one little stroller. They had them jogging strollers then.
Yep.
And the stroller, so I had to pick the whole stroller up and bring him back home. So those are little things people don't know, behind the scenes what we're doing. But if you're a youngster and you had a kid at a young age, just stay strong, reach out to the supporting cast, and understand what goes and what you really want to do. You know what I mean? You got to step forward. Don't back away from it. Because later on in life, that kid's going to resent you. Right. And then what? Now you and this kid's the worst.
So a lot of people, they can't live your life. Like I had the benefit of knowing you from an early stage when you actually did have kids and saw you balancing this and saw you still showing up for class, still doing good, and still being every bit of the man you are today. So those things are rarities that a lot of people don't have. What one thing, if you could tell that person out there that really has a chance to make it in a big way, what's the one thing that you would want them to take away from your life and what you've done? What would be, you would be looking at someone and saying, this is what, for you it would be?
I would say, one thing I would say is stay true to yourself and be strong. Mental toughness goes a long way. And that's what people don't understand. That's what the game of basketball taught me. You know what I mean? I was a good ball player, and I went hard, but I didn't understand really true that mental toughness. That carries on for the remainder of your life. And those are things that we all have to understand. That's what evolves in every generation. We all try to figure out what hidden is in this generation, that generation. But the truthful thing is, we'll always stay the same, is that mental toughness that we're able to do.
Well, I wanted you to repeat this too. I asked him to talk about any failures or any triumphs. He said he doesn't look at anything as a failure. That is an exceptional attitude to have. And what that says is that everything that set him back, he learned from. So those things become a positive. So you have to embrace it all. And I like the way that he phrased that. I think that was a really, if you would, a grown-up thing to say. So a lot of your kids out there, things like that, that's where you end up mentally down the line. So you get the benefit of seeing it right now. So his failures helped him grow. Any setbacks were things that helped build him. And those things build character. And we've all in this room, especially in this room, have seen some major setbacks, and we've all been able to climb from it. And his story is just as exceptional as yours is. Everybody don't go to the NBA, everybody's not a movie star, but there's so much other than that. You can still be the best you and do other things like this man right here. Every day he inspires. I mean, just listen to his story. I mean, just having a conversation with him is enough to probably snap some people out of it like that and be like, wow, I've been looking at it wrong or looking at it differently. So I appreciate hearing your story from a real place.
So back with Coach MEECHIE Edwards, talking about your high school career. Had a solid high school career. Had the opportunity to compete with you, and people, you know, we competed at the time where the Manual Dynasty was just starting. I think it was your junior year, my sophomore year. And shout out to Manual Rams, had a great run at it. But you know, we competed, and I don't have any regrets as a player. I never did, and I think I beat him one time. I know you beat him a couple times. But people are like, you didn't. I don't care. Like we played as hard as we could. He was better than us.
Right.
But
just so y'all know, I was 5th string water boy, so I had little experience out there. If the first 4 water boys got hurt, I was in game time, baby. So remember that.
That's where you wanted to rest. But no, and so you end up finishing your senior year, and then you still managed to use basketball to get an education.
Yes.
Where did you end up going to college?
I ended up going to Missouri State University. I went there my freshman year. I redshirted my freshman year. Ended up hurting my back. It's crazy. Came there. Wasn't supposed to run. Playing my freshman year. Went out there that summer, right before school ready to start. I went up for a layup in open gym. The dude clipped me out the air.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it kind of shifted my hips. So I was out, so they went ahead and redshirted my freshman. Came back the second year. Ended up playing, doing quite well, man. New coach Tom Smith ended up leaving. I ain't like the other coaches, so I was like, nah, get up out of here.
Right, for sure.
So I ended up going to Levant.
Okay.
I became one of the top JUCOs in the nation at the time. We played against Hutchinson.
Yep.
Who else do we have in that division? Topeka. Some nice teams, man. A couple guys we played against were Barton County.
Okay. Yeah.
But I mean, it was a nice experience, man. Ended up leaving from there. Got hurt, went back. I went back to Missouri State University. Got hurt my junior year.
Oh.
That's when I blew my knee out.
Okay.
And so then from there, man, I came back home. I had 2 surgeries for this one injury.
Yeah.
So I had it there at school before I left. As the summer, the school was winding down. Came back home, was actually walking. I was actually doing pretty good, and I felt like I could play again. But I had to go have the second one here by Dr. Phillips here down there. Great plans. And it happened that, man. And it kind of just, at that moment there, when I did blow my knee out, man, it was all about diabetes again.
Okay.
And I knew at that time that it was about winding down. And before I hit the ground, my knee was this big.
Ooh.
They carried me back in the room, and the doctor told me I know it's your ACL, I don't know what else. It's too swollen. Did an MRI, and I tore everything. Yeah, so ligaments tore out, a piece of my bone like the size of a nickel. Doctor was like, man, you'd be happy to walk again.
Right.
People didn't know that.
Right.
You know, I had to have 2 surgeries, like I said, so I had my second one down at Great Plains. And Greg, was actually my therapist, told me if you want to walk right again without a limp for the rest of your life, you better come on with it.
Yeah.
So I just went hard, man, just to be able to walk right. It wasn't even about the game anymore.
Right.
You know, I loved it. I just want to be able to walk right there and play with my kids. And that's where it was kind of all just, you know, coaching. I just couldn't stay away from basketball.
Stay away from the game.
Coach Bitch called me up, asked me, do I want to coach the varsity this summer? I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah, right.
You know, so
that was
I
a big thing.
Yeah, it was a big thing, man. Coach Bitch asking you to coach.
Yeah.
So I ended up doing that. Went to Loyola, and I won my first game I coached in the summer. We won a nail biter.
Oh,
Last second shot. I drew up the play. I don't know what I drew up, but I know I got the ball in the right hand.
Yeah.
And I'm winning. We celebrated, and Coach asked me that I want to do it again this summer, so I ended up doing that. And I went back to school, came back each summer, and then once he knows I was back home for a while, he asked me if I wanted to be a freshman coach. So, man, it was all a dream.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you what's funny, though. You know, we don't wear earrings, we don't do none of that, but I'm grown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Coach, you can't tell me nothing no more. And it was cool how he did it, though. It taught me one more lesson before I really became mentally tough. And I came in with my earrings with my team. You know, he let me rock like all summer because school started about to start. Called me in his office, you know, I love you, Mitchie. You can do what you want to do.
Yeah, that's the start.
Do what you want to do. You look good. But I'm going to tell you one thing, you know, it's your team. You run them how you want to run them. I'm not going to say anything, but What you gonna say when they put the earring in? That's going back on me again.
I don't know.
So I stepped, so I stepped back a little bit. I kind of looked, and what was crazy, I walked out of his office. I turned right to my right, and when I put that earring.
Oh, really?
Thank God I took mine out
Yeah.
before I opened that door.
Yeah.
I was able to still say, take your earring out.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? And that's what we gotta, really learn as adults. I can't tell a kid not to do something. I'm doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was one more blessing that he gave me before I even really actually knew.
I had a question that came in. This is for both of you. What do you enjoy more or did enjoy more? Actually playing or coaching? What was the most enjoyable experience of your time?
Playing.
Yeah.
Playing hands down? No debate, no
I can control more when I was playing.
Yeah.
Coaching, you usually have no control. You're just hoping. You're just hoping when you're coaching. So you discipline your team and you work all summer, all week, and you just gotta hope they get it. But playing, you can influence more. I don't know about you.
I agree with that 100%. I mean, the game itself, me out there playing. I get to dodge that loose ball because I wanted more than that next person. I mean, it made a big difference, man. Me knocking them key free throws, I worked out, me so much. But,
Yeah. What you said, talked about the earring, and it was a big deal back, I think, in 2012 or 2014, where the haircut issue. And I feel, it's a new day.
Yeah.
But I saw the lesson in what Bisher and Boyle and those coaches had in place of sacrificing something in order to play the game. So these coaches know that you really want to be here for the game. What was your thought process when you heard that happen to Coach Ruffin? For those who don't know, Coach Ruffin got suspended a few games back a few years ago because our old unwritten rule was that we had to shave all facial hair, we had to keep our afro low, and no designs or anything like that.
We're seeing other stories like that right now.
Yeah, we had to have certain tie on every game and all that back then. So, what did you think when you heard that news?
To answer your question, I was livid, really.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? A lot of great players went to that program. I'm not including myself. And for that to go down like that, and like you said, it was an unwritten rule. We all knew that. Whole city Peoria knew that.
Right.
Some kids didn't want to come to Peoria. You knew that.
You cut that.
The only ones made it there was the ones willing to make the extra sacrifice. That was sad.
Yeah.
It hurt my heart more than anything because we were the ones who went through that just as well as others before us. I never forget my senior year. I had to ask him that question.
Yeah.
Coach, why we can't wear earrings? Why can't you? As long as I keep this trimmed up looking good, it's not going to affect my play. And he stated what you already said. It's all about making that sacrifice. If you're willing to make that sacrifice, Mitch, you're willing to do anything. You want to be part of this team. I think you look great with that earring. I don't care about the earring. It's all about here. That's what he cared about.
So that sounds a lot like Carl Cannon. I feel like he's describing Carl.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
And that's what that's what it all boiled down to. And I didn't understand as a freshman, sophomore, junior. But my last conversation I had with him as a senior, I understood exactly what he was talking about. And I never pressed the issue ever again. So to make a long story short, to get back to the question you asked me, I didn't understand that, and that hurt my heart, like I said earlier, but I just didn't understand it. And now we allow certain things, and like you said, it's a different generation. I have nothing to do with that. That's why I like the girls' side.
Yeah, for sure.
People wear long hair. But it's different.
It's very different.
You know.
It's different, and that's basically where you have to leave it at, because people are very ultra sensitive about it.
Exactly.
I just think without order, there's chaos.
Yeah.
I think that's what you're seeing in high school sports and in AAU. You see parents starting to fight coaches and kids jumping coaches is because the coaches aren't able to control their environment anymore. Everybody has it. To play basketball has become a right.
Yep.
It's not a privilege anymore. It used to be a privilege and an honor. So it is what it is. But I thought that was very interesting. Now, you had a chance to win a couple state titles with Peoria High under Coach Bisher. It was a great feeling and it made us all proud. And then after that, you decided to tip on over to the girls' side. Yeah. Shortly after that. Not right away, but shortly after that. What made you say, you know what, I'm going to give this a shot?
Well, it was different. job opened up. And it got something to do with Demetrius.
Yeah, sure.
You know, we send Demetrius over to Washington for various reasons. I'm never going to get into that. It's no one else's business. But he had a great career there. So at this point in time, I know I just had to step away for a little bit because I was concentrating on him. New environment, new setting. I wanted to be a little bit selfish of concentrating on my son. So I'll never forget we had Deshaun Livingston camp. Eddie Matthews, Coach Booth, and quite a few coaches kind of came up to like, why wouldn't you coach the girls? And I was like, no, I got to concentrate on my son. I'm not doing that. And so to make a long story short, man, I went over to Washington, had Gus Macker that year over that area. And I was leaving. I watched Demetrius play, and I was leaving. So the whole Central girls were over there. And I knew who they were. I watched them play when I was coaching the boys. So they surrounded me. I'm like, hey, what up, y'all? Hey, Coach, how you doing? So Tracy Todd, one of the first ones come up out the crowd, like, Coach, won't you coach us? And I just stared. I remember just looking at him, why would I want to coach him?
You're right.
That's my exact response. And she said, Coach, the only thing we need is some discipline. That's all we need, Coach. We got some discipline, we're going to be really good.
So asking for that.
Yeah, so, you know, that's very rare.
Yeah.
You know, at the time, I was stuck.
Yeah.
You know, so I went home and I thought about this, and I sat down with the family, and, you know, we added Demetrius' schedule up with the girls' schedule, how would this work, and I finally said yes after I turned it down 10 times, so I did, to be perfectly honest. But they are the ones who affected me. It was 9, I went 10 before I got to them.
Okay.
But it was...
Sounds like it was your calling too.
Yeah, man, you know what?
You're on fire.
I tell you what, man, girls' basketball is different. And the reason why I say they're different, mentally tougher. See what I'm saying? Girls are, once they believe in you, they will run through that brick wall. They got your back no matter what. You know, they're very sensitive, but they also very emotional to a point where they get over like a pit bull. And my girls, man, it's a family. It really truly is, man. I can get on them. People are like, oh, you always in there. And my girls are tough. Like, for real, I put them against anyone. They are good kids. Out of 12 kids I have on my roster, 10 out of them, other 2 better get down up.
Right.
So that's what it's all about, man. We just having fun. I don't know, you know, knock on wood. I don't know where it's gonna take us, but I tell you what, this ride this year, man, it's been so fun.
And I know Coach MEECHIE has to get out of here real soon. Got practice today preparing for the regional in Galesburg. So tell us a little bit about this season, and have you exceeded your expectations?
Well, you know what we did this summer. We started in the summer. We had different goals. You know, the first goal was get better in the summer. Second goal was, once the season starts, make sure we're together as one. And the third one was when our Thanksgiving tournament. The fourth one was when our Christmas tournament. Our fourth one was when a conference. And here comes our fifth one. You know, so we broke it all down. Now we're at our next stage of the season. And, I mean, we've been, practice been good. Like, for real, like, it's been like, last couple of days, I'm like, I got chills to talk about it right now. I'm just being perfectly honest, man. I'm so excited for them. I feel like my team involved in everything we spoke about. You know, sometimes people watch on the side, like, oh, he's going for it. Man, I've been truly, I'm thanking God. They've been allowing me to be calm.
Exactly.
You know, so it's gonna be exciting. You know, I mean, I always tell them, I'm the biggest fan. When somebody sit back and just watch them, it's a team where I can just, you know, let them play. They understand it. And it's funny, we watch film, and I've never had a team pass the ball 15 consecutive times on their own without me yelling, move the ball, until they get a great shot. So they do have that stuff within discipline. So it's pretty cool, man.
And it's still a young team.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You only got 2 seniors?
Yeah, well, 3. I got 3 seniors.
You said that the practices are late?
Yeah, man, our practices are nice.
So literally you're dealing with people that love the game.
Love the game.
You can't ask for
No, you can't.
But it's love to play in that.
Yep.
It's funny because I remember walking into it when I first got the job. I came and visited MEECHIE, and he was talking about, y'all just don't love the game. I'm not sure. And she just kept saying that in the open gym. I'm like, yeah, I can see that. But now it's that, you know, that feel of success and feeling like, okay, what Coach MEECHIE been preaching for the last 3-4 years is finally kicking in and it's working. Now we believe, and that's the wall that he's talking about that these young ladies will run through for him. So, you know, I'm sure it's very, very gratifying to watch for you. And you guys finished tied for first in the conference.
Finished tied first in the conference.
And so now you're the number 2 seed in the regional, or
we're number 1.
Number 1 seed in the
Number 1
regional.
seed, yeah.
So they go up to Galesburg. What time do you guys play?
We play at 6 o'clock on Tuesday. We're waiting on the winner between Limestone and Notre Dame.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. We just played Notre Dame a couple weeks ago, last week actually. And so we got a little bit more insight on them. And then we played Limestone a couple weeks prior to them. So, you know, we're very familiar with both of these teams. So we're excited, man. We're just ready to get it started. And, you know, we've been probably, like I said, probably been great. Our kids like to, let's go at somebody else.
So it's probably the Rogues going to go through Richwoods and Morton again. If they handle their business,
Yes.
you handle your business.
Well,
So,
you know what? We will probably have to. It's kind of funny. I love how IJSA did it this year. They got Richwoods elsewhere. You know, they got Morton elsewhere. And we in Galesburg. So Richards in Canton, Morton's in Washington, and we in Galesburg. So if we win our regional, we'll come out and we have to play Kankakee, that area there. Okay, so if Richwoods win their region, they got to go to Morton first.
Oh, so one of
See
them.
what I'm saying?
Go.
One of them go. So, you know.
That can go either way. Both
That's
well-coached teams
Yeah.
and used to
Spoiler
winning.
alert.
Excited about
And
that.
if you really think about this, I'm not off the top a little bit, but girls basketball is good.
It's getting better. I was going to get into that.
Man, guy, I'm telling you, man, like, B, it's serious. I'm me and my wife sitting there, I'm kind of just going, I'm always looking at something every now. I'm looking at me, I'm like, man, dude, we got some good teams.
Yeah.
So I said, let me flip on the boys. I'm not knocking the boys, you know, that's what I love. But in the same token, I'm like, man, we got some heavy hitters every night.
Let me ask you this, because here's the thing. Here's what every guy says that doesn't understand girls basketball. But they can't dunk, What is it that they do that makes it to the level where you are just intense on it, outside of the dunk? What is it about them?
Fundamentals.
And the ethics, like you were saying, and the desire to play.
Yes. I mean,
and the way they work as a team. And one thing I don't see in girls basketball, I don't see anybody that wants that ball all to themselves.
that's right.
I see a team sport.
Yeah.
And when you come in as a team, you leave as a team, and that builds, within you.
Sure.
Man,
So-
it's so crazy. When my team come out the locker room before practice, they don't come out that locker room until everyone's ready to come out the locker room. Every move they make together. And it's funny, one thing I'm going to say, and I'll get out of here in a little bit, but I have, our kids, with girls basketball, you have some girls don't know how good they really are. Boys, everybody make good people. You ain't no good, you ain't no left.
Exactly.
Girls, you might have one go left and right, and she might have a jumper, and she got to pull up, and she play, but she don't know that yet. That's the best part of it. And once they start seeing, oh my, it's over. And it's really like the old saying, let that flower blossom. And once girls blossom, then they stay blossom.
So I have a daughter that plays. She's 13, and she has the same exact issue, but I can't push. I just kind of let it develop. I'm like, you can go both ways. You can score, but she doesn't notice. They put that dog inside.
And what's that
I'm
record?
The best player on the court.
What's that record?
Her record? She ain't lost a game yet.
Right.
So
That's
she's 29-0 in 2 years in Peoria.
Guyton.
So, but yeah, I can see that what you're saying, and that's the difference in the fundamentals that he's talking about. Like, I was a fundamental basketball player. That's what made me who I was. It was that I could shoot the ball, but I could break you down with taking 2 dribbles. And girls, they focus on that because they're not as athletic. It's below the rim. It's not, I got to get to the hole and jump over somebody.
So it's a different experience where it feels like basketball.
It feels like if you
It's
rewind
not
back
a
to the 50s, that's how they was playing basketball, like girls play.
Yeah.
But now athleticism, strength, and all that is taking over. It's all about now. So, not to say both of them
Guys
are
out
good
there
to
that like
watch.
it, give it another shot. Give it another shot. Look at it through these glasses and through this perspective, and see what you might be missing. Give it another shot. Couldn't hurt, right?
Let's let Meechie get out of here. We thank you, man. If we have more time, but we'll catch you next time. Hopefully, our next conversation will be about this sectional championship game. Right, guys.